Finally, it has been confirmed, fighters, it has been confirmed. It's no more a hearsay, it's no more some news you listen to people who don't even know what they're talking about. A statement directly from the Secretary General of the EFF, Mr. Marshall Dlamini, has been released and released to release Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. But he was not chased away. According to the statement, he voluntarily chose to release himself from the parliament, representing the EFF in parliament. So don't expect to see Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi representing the EFF in parliament. Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi will remain in the archives of the EFF as one of the most celebrated leader, one of the most leaders in the EFF who has contributed the most in parliament, the most even above the leader, President Julius Malema, even above the ex-deputy president, Floyd Shibam. Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's influence in parliament was felt and it will be remembered, of course. But with this said, I don't know if this means Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is also resigning from the EFF, is also leaving the EFF, or is just leaving the parliament of the EFF and then doing other things within the EFF. But with this, I think he's gone. He's gone. I don't think he will remain in the EFF and fulfill other responsibilities. So where he goes from now, it's up to him. What he does from now, it's up to him. I don't think fighters will be insulting Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi for resigning from parliament. Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, if he wants to make himself the enemy of the EFF and the EFF fighters, he knows what he will do. He knows. If he decides to go out there, speak bad about the EFF, insult the EFF, belittle the EFF, he knows what he's gonna get. And if he does that, Lord knows what's gonna happen. Lord knows what the fighters are gonna do, gonna say about him. But if he goes out respectfully, doesn't shame, doesn't speak bad about the party, because there's a notion, with people when they leave the EFF, somehow they start speaking bad about him. But when they were in the EFF, eating the EFF money, whether in the legislature, in parliament, being councillors, they were never saying those things. Then when they leave, they start insulting. And then when the EFF ground forces come for them, then they are the victims. No. So Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi's relationship with the fighters and the ground forces of the EFF will only be determined by how he acts, what he says, how he says it about the EFF. That's it. But like I said before, I've long released Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi from my heart. Whatever he does, like I was expecting anything. Even this is not a shock for me. I was expecting anything. Even when they say he's leaving the EFF, like I've already expected that. Anytime he might do that. So let it go. It's done. Stop speculating about Ndlozi in parliament. Here Ndlozi released. He's no more saying EFF commissar, EFF MP. He released it from his Twitter. So it's done. It's done, guys. It's done. It's confirmed. Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi will not be representing the EFF in parliament. I'm sure he's also leaving the EFF like his friend. Him joining the MK party, it's up to him. It's up to him. I just wish though, if he decides to join the MK party, I dare him not to say all the things he used to say about President Jacob Zuma, all the things he used to say about MK party. He was misled, because he will lose a lot of credibility if he does that. If he does that, he will lose a lot of credibility. I just hope if he joins the MK party, if he's gonna join it, he must never say he was misled to attack President Jacob Zuma, to go against President Jacob Zuma and say the things he used to say. I just hope that if he goes to the ANC, it's his thing, it's his choice. If he goes to wherever, it's his choice, you know, it's his choice. Me, I'll only get mad only if he starts doing what majority of these people do. Leave the EFF and then you start talking bad about it, insult the EFF, the leaders, as if you were not once there, enjoying the benefit of being there. That's when I would lose respect. And that's when I will call it out for what it is and call him out if I have to. But the respect from me to Mbuyiseni Ndlozi is still there. He will remain one of the most respected in South Africa, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi. He's going down as a G, as a legend. But his next move from here will determine his own history. Everyone is writing his own history, by the way. Everyone is writing their own history. Even these politicians, overhyped politicians, they're all writing their own history. So let Mbuyiseni, let Floyd Shivambu, let everyone write their own history. After all, they will be remembered by how they are acting, how they do things, how they behave. So shout out to Mbuyiseni Ndlozi for the contribution he has contributed in the EFF. Shout out to me. I respect Mbuyiseni Ndlozi more than I respect Floyd Shivambu. By the way, and I think many people share that sentiment. I think many people believe that, and I think many people are on that type of thinking when it comes to this. And I'm not trying to be factional and make these two brothers fight, because I know these two brothers are friends. They are friends, guys. Don't be misled by anyone. Floyd Shivambu and Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, they are friends. So they are friends, but in that friendship, Mbuyiseni Ndlozi takes the credit for me. He's a real stand-up dude. He's a real man. He's a real true G. I respect that man. I respect him, but him leaving the parliament is a clear sign that anytime he'll be leaving the EFF. He'll be leaving the EFF. He's gone. He's gone. So that's where I'm at with this whole situation. I've let him out of my heart as the EFF leader. He's not even in parliament anymore. So whatever endeavors he does, I wish him well. Some people were saying, he's going to be a pastor. That's the best he can ever do. He deserves it. He's a man of God. He has the words. He has the words to put the scripture into place. So he deserves it. If he wants to be a pastor, if he has a calling to go that route, he deserves it. Like, it will suit him best. He has the best personality to do so. If he still remains in politics, joining other political parties, it's his choice. But how he acts against the EFF, what he says against the EFF, will determine how he's treated. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.